Welcome to the Mac Lego Show. Today we have the Blacksmith Shop, the original blacksmith shop from 1984. It's part of the Lion Knights, and it is a true classic. This comes with 2 minifigs and 1 horse. But let me ask you before I show them, what time does a medieval person go to sleep? Nighttime. Well, what do you call a knight who's afraid to fight? Surrender. Okay. Let's get to building some Legos. So the first up, we have the horse. This is a horse. So in 1984, they started making horses to where you could use them to ride on. You didn't have to actually make the horse like in the 70s. In the 80s, they made a custom horse out of 1 piece. So we'll just put little horse up here. And we have a knight. This knight has the double axes going across his chest. I love this knight. My very first one that had the double axes going across his chest, I had a black axe. At the time, I didn't have, all my other axes were wooden or they were brown. But I had one black one. And the guy that had the X's going across his chest, he held the black axe, and he was kind of like the Lance of Lot when it came to axes. Nobody could defeat him at all. So we will set him right here. Now this minifigure is really cool what they did. So I'm just going to show his body first. So this is all he had. It was just a plain yellow body. And they had a cape, a brown cape. Now they had used blue capes like this in the past, but this one they made brown. And what was really smart of them is they turned it around and made it into a bib, because this is the blacksmith. It's blacksmith. So it's so smart of them just to turn it around and use it as a bib, so that way when he's working on the hammer, it won't none of the sparks will splash back up on him. Super smart idea. So he's going to come over here, and now it is time for us to get the building. So first, we're going to start with a nice green base plate, because they're out in a nice landscape, nice plain area. And now we're going to open this up and we are going to start to build. Man, I can't wait to put this set together. In fact, another fun thing about it is I do have the black axe. So he will be the best axeman of the entire world. Okay. So let's get to building. We have the ground, we have the base, we have the land. Now we need to start building that castle wall up. So first, we're going to start with a special piece that's got a little hole in it. That way, it can connect to other little pieces later on. Then we're going to start building the wall up. We're going to skip 3 here and 3 here. And then we need to add a little bit more of the ground. So let's just put this guy right here. Yeah. But we want to then set this one up right here. So now we have another hole. And we'll have to connect those here in a little bit. But for right now, we're just using that one little hole. Now we're going to build a tower, or we're going to build basically a piece that go way up in the sky. So we're going to go, let's see, how high are we going to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we'll do that on the other side, because this is going to be the side of the wall that our solid pieces, such as these, are going to go on too. So we'll do the same thing on this side. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Anybody knows that reference, please comment below. I want to see if anybody knows what I just did, because I think it was funny. But I'm always making myself laugh. These pieces are also very old, so I'm trying to be extra delicate with them because they're from the early 80s. Okay, so now we can build the wall. We can go ahead, close this off a little bit. We have this piece here. Then we want the special piece right in the middle, like so. And then we're gonna have this piece. Looks like did I do something wrong? Because that piece isn't gonna work that way. Oh, I don't think it's ready for that piece. Let's see. Oh, silly me. I just wasn't pushing it close enough. But now it's got like a little bit of buildup right here. And we have a wall. Dun, dun, dun. Can't break through my wall. Let me in. Let me in. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Let's go ahead and build some supports to help keep these walls together. The bottom's connected. Now we're going to connect the top. And you'll see that this design is used a lot of times in castles to kind of give a little area where the archers can stand on the edge. So basically you'd have your wall and you'd have the top of the wall extend out with another part of the wall to block them. So if anybody else were shooting up, it'd block them, but then they could come down and shoot with their arrows. So that's kind of what we're building right now. So it's a very common theme that you're going to see in the castle sets. All right, let's turn around and see what we got. Looking good, I like it. All right, so next we're gonna build the fire pit. Because this is a blacksmith shop, he has to have somewhere where he's gonna have the fire so that he can heat the metal before he starts to work it. So let's start with just this piece, and let's see, let's get one more piece. Let's do a long piece, kind of like this. Put it more up here. Does that look good? Let's move this a little bit further back, so that way we were just focusing on the fire pit. Okay, now we need to connect those together. And the best way to connect those, because they didn't have the 3-piece back then, so you would have a 2-piece here connected to a 2-piece here, and that is going to connect these together. Nope. Nope. And we'll do the same thing with the other side. But then, as always with Lego, what do we want to do? We want to have it nice and smooth so that things can set nice and properly on it. So we're going to put another 2-piece there to make it all nice and smooth. Next we are going to let's add this piece. Well, yeah, let's add this piece first. Kind of add an extra support, and then we're going to add this piece on the side. So now something can hang from it. Maybe like a wheel, like an axe wheel, in case the wheel fell off of the cart, and you need to rehammer the wheel out. So then we're going to smooth it back out again. But let's also give this side over here, so this side can hold maybe a wheel on that side, and this side can hold swords and weapons because it's got like a little clip. So we have an area to hold maybe a wheel and an area to hold the swords. So let's go ahead and start building the chimney. We're going to raise it up right here, and we'll just go ahead and do that all the way around. Let's see, actually, we want it to extend the front a little bit. So let's put this part back here. And then we need to have kind of like a cool looking little chimney effect where, see, now it looks like you can actually put something, that's where you put the fire, put the coals underneath. And then we're going to slope it up, make it a neat little chimney. What do you think? I think that is a cool looking chimney already. All right, let's give it a little bit of a top. We're going to add 2 pieces on here for double security. And then we can add this piece. Maybe we'll add it right here. What do you think? Think that looks good? Bloop. We got it to stick. I think that looks really good. So now we can hang something here, and we can put the fire underneath to get it nice and hot. Okay, now we need to work on this anvil because it can't be a blacksmith without an anvil. So let's go ahead. We're gonna put this anvil right about, let's put it here. So let's put it there. We got a piece there. Looking good. I think that's a good spot for the anvil. Give a little bit of walking room because he has to be standing back behind there and he's gonna be swinging. Ching, ching. He's gonna be making the steel. He needs a little bit of room. So now we got those two pieces, but we need to support those two pieces by putting these pieces here. Not only brings it up a little bit higher so he can work with it, but it adds extra support to those two little individual pieces. And then let's make a smooth area because he wants to have a smooth area to be able to hammer on against. And let's make one area where it can like hold something. So he's got like a piece that can hold it there. Okay, let's see. Well, let's build, let's take this wall up some, or let's build the top wall, part of the wall. So this will also add support by adding a piece here, a piece here. Yeah, I think that looks good. Then we're going to add, let's add this right here. And that way it supports that one individual black piece. And then we'll add another one over here to support that black piece. But that piece seems to be a little too long. Let's, what do we want to do? Well, we could go ahead and add this right here, support that. And then maybe we'll take this piece off over here because I bet it would look better right about here. And that makes everything nice and level right here. Okay, so now this piece will fit perfectly along there, and it supports all those pieces that were individual right there. So we got a good strong base going. Now let's build up the castle part so they can hide behind something while they're shooting their arrows if anybody were to attack from this side. So to do that, we need to add a piece here and make some of the wall perhaps like this. Go a little bit more. This is also reinforcing these pieces because they were missing two pieces right there, or they weren't missing, but they had a little gap right there. So this piece right here helps support that piece. And then we're gonna even it all out on the end. We need to add, like I always say, you want to have a nice flush base. So let's add a one piece here. And then add this piece. Now it sits nice and flush, so it's flush all the way around. All right, so with that done, let's go ahead and build up some of the wall right here. Maybe we'll put this piece here, this piece here. Because what we're trying to do is build a little area they can hide behind whenever somebody were to attack. What do you think? I think that looks good. So now, if you look at it from this way, he could be standing up here, and he has a little place to hide, like, oh no, they're shooting, and he could hide, and then come back up. All right, so now, let's take and make the chimney taller. Let's make the chimney taller. We got one piece here. And we'll put another piece here. Let's go with 3 pieces. Let's go all the way up to the top. 3 pieces. Well, get those 3 pieces there. And then we are going to put the smokestack on. So now the smoke can come up through the top. All right. That is looking awesome. What do you think? Would you rather have, let's see. I think that looks really good. I am liking it. I hope you're liking it too. We could put the wheel maybe over here because he's working on the wheel right now. Let's see, maybe you put it like this. Yeah. Because he's trying to fix that wheel. The wheel, you know, there was a cart coming along and the wheel broke off of it and he's fixing it right now. And then he has an axe that he had already made right here. Put that axe right there. Now he needs to be working at the He needs to be working, so we're going to put a hammer in his hand. Now he's got his hammer so he can go ting, 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 and get some work done. Da-da-da. And then we're going to ask his knight friend. Maybe his knight friend is the one who commissioned the axe. He says, "Is my axe done yet?" Are you finished with it? Let's put another wheel right here. This is one he fixed earlier. What do you think? I don't know if I can get it on. I'm gonna try to get it on. Oh no, I'm knocking everybody down. Alright, got it on. So now that's the wheel he was working with earlier. He's still fixing this wheel. And the knight is just hanging out. Now who should have the horse? What do you think? Should it be the knight's horse? And he's riding it like this. I stand on my horse when I ride it. I don't think so. I think that belongs to the blacksmith. That's the blacksmith's horse. That's what I think. We also have pitchfork that we could add to the set, but I don't know if I really want to add the pitchfork, so I'm just going to leave that over to the side. But there we go. There we have it. The original, the first blacksmith shop, 1984. And I want to add, the instructions show multiple things you can build, where you don't just have to build the blacksmith shop. They also show instructions for a little tower, and he can be a little peasant. You just turn his apron around to the other side, and now he's a little peasant. It is such a great set. This set was so much fun to build. I hope you enjoyed building it, or watching it being built, and I hope you built with me. It's always a great day when you can work with Lego, and I hope that you've been able to build something and are just having a wonderful day. If you ended up liking this video, please like and subscribe, or watch some more videos. And leave anything in the comment. I'm always happy to answer any questions, and always have a great day. Play well.